welcome back to another Bad Movie Reviews review hosted by your two favourite tyrants from down under. It's not quite ancient Rome, but we'll take it. Ben and Daniel, and we are reviewing none other than the Return to Rome that is helmed by the one, the only Sir Ridley Scott, who, first of all, is 86. So the fact that he's made this is baffling.
86?
I might not even make it to that point. But if you're not familiar with the original, stop living under a rock. But it is the spiritual, what do they call it now? Legacy sequel, although it's, it's just a film 20
I think it's still technically a direct sequel to the original.
Well, it's a direct sequel. They just call it legacy sequel because it's a different legacy, but although it's the same sequel, right? So,
Gotcha. Sure.
It is starring none other than one of my favourite working actors, Paul Mescal, who plays Lucius.
Yep.
You've also got Connie Nelson, who's reprising her role as Lucia. You have got other actors in there like Pedro Pascal from Game of Thrones.
Last of Us most recently.
Yep. Joseph Quinn, who's going to be playing Johnny Storm in Fantastic Four and was in Stranger Things, and who plays Emperor Gita. And not only that, you've also got Denzel Washington in the movie as Macrinus. I can't remember how to pronounce it, but hopefully that'll do. But so directed by Ridley Scott, who also helmed the first one. And I just got to say, to kind of pay tribute to the first one, obviously a phenomenal movie. And I think it's fair to say it's a very hard movie to kind of live up to in a way. It is a film that came out 26 odd years ago now. It did win multiple Oscars, even I think Russell Crowe won the Oscar for Best Actor in that film. So Paul Mescal, first of all, had quite a hard sort of thing to follow.
Big boots to fill, isn't it?
Big boots to fill, yes. But I think a lot of people obviously want to know, first of all, how it's it won 5 Academy Awards, but how it lived up to that.
Sure.
Will it win 5 Academy Awards? Who knows? It's probably very hard to go up against Dune 2, especially in all the technical categories.
It's always a hard year if you're going up against something like Dune, Avatar, Oppenheimer. You're really going to...
Those were all last year, brother. Come on.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, in a year in general, if you're releasing a film that's great or not great, but your competition's some of that, it's real hard to...
Yeah, on a technical standpoint. But I don't know how you felt about this film, but all I want to say is this shit rocked.
This shit rocked.
That's
the technical term, everyone.
No, I had a great time with this. Do I think it's as powerful as the first one? Probably not. I don't know if it lived up to it for me, but it's very hard to. But I thought it did exactly what it needed to be, and did its job very, very well. I don't think it's gonna reach the highs, or it reached the highs of the first. But to chat about the positives, I think first of all the set design, the production, the score, the sound. There was everything in a technical standpoint was like seriously good.
The color grading I thought was unreal.
Yeah, no, I thought in general the film looked phenomenal. I thought Paul Mescal was very good. It's a far cry from what he probably usually does. A lot of the films I've seen him in and love him in, like Normal People, After Sun, All of Us Strangers. It's a very it's a very different role in terms of quite like emotional, whereas he's very sprawling, stoic, Gladiator type, obviously, role. But I thought he was really good, and I thought he did have a lot of like star power in it. Like he was demanding of your eyes in that sense.
I agree.
I thought by far and away the best part about the film in that standpoint though was Denzel Washington. He absolutely dominate, the enigma. Like he had like the in word at the moment, he's like aura, and like he walked in the screen and like he's seriously phenomenal, and you could tell he was having so much fun with this role. And that's one thing that I would not be surprised to see come Academy Award time, like him as best supporting actor. He would obviously, I haven't seen a lot of the films up for play because they usually come out December, Jan, as we know, but he would be right up there. But the stunt work as well is
Choreography was pretty good.
phenomenal, and yeah, I just had a really, really good time to it. I think it's a masterpiece. I don't throw that word around really that often, but I think it has a good spot against the first one. Like, I think it's a really, really good film, and I had a lot of fun, and I'm sure everyone that I know would recommend, like, that I could recommend this film to, would have a ball and love it also. I think it's just done exactly what it's needed to be. I felt like something was missing for me. I don't know.
It's got the 2 Bs, bigger, bolder, but maybe not better.
Yeah, I think it's bigger. I think I probably don't even think it's bolder. Like, storytelling wise, it felt very formulaic. But in saying that, it's not a bad thing. It's exactly what I was really kind of expecting. As I said, it just kind of missed that little bit. Like, it probably didn't have, not on Paul's part or Lucia's part, it probably didn't have and I don't know if Ridley Scott's probably the perfect director to have this, because a lot of his films of recent memory, they don't really have that emotional, hard-hitting scene. I don't know if the script had that, or like there wasn't really like that investment of like, I really want that. They tried to be
entertained, you know.
Well, they tried to be like, there was a couple of monologues here and there, but in terms of like the emotional weight behind what the characters are doing, it just felt like there probably wasn't enough building in that enough development in that side of things.
Yep.
It felt like they were trying to at times, but then it would cut to, naval battle in a coliseum, and it's like, fuck yeah, that's what I'm here. Like, that's what I want to see. But it just felt like there wasn't that investment in the characters. I felt like Denzel was just by far like fleshed out the most, but that was just because of like his story, I guess, and he had that time. Whereas I just felt like not many other the characters.
I'm surprised how many returning characters were in this film, actually, as in like returning actors as well to reprise their roles, including the extras.
Oh, like, yeah, the backing, yeah. The I forgot her name, Lucille, or what's her name?
Yeah, but even like the
she was really the only like heavy lifter in the film in terms of like big.
Yeah, I agree.
Big casts, but
even some of the members of the council were some of the originals.
Yeah, I did enjoy that.
I thought that was
attention
pretty
to detail.
cool.
Yeah. But no, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I might be the only one here. I have a feeling you probably absolutely loved it.
Absolutely loved this film.
Yeah. I look, I do love it, and I'll buy this on 4K.
I'll buy it and I'll watch it again.
I'll watch it again. I had a ball. It just felt like this could have been like an all-timer for me if it just had a little bit more emotional weight, and I was like, yes. It just didn't feel like, and for a 2.5-hour film, I thought I was going to get a couple of those scenes where, Paul's character, Lucius, had like these really heavy emotional scenes. It felt like they were there at times, but it just didn't.
I have to say, good actor though, isn't he? He's really good at delivering lines. For me, he had the same kind of like we use
Appeal,
your word, aura.
Yeah.
As nearly Russell Crowe did back in the day. I felt like he captivated the audience. He captivated the crowd, not just in it, but also me.
Yeah, like it's similar to Russell Crowe in terms of aura and
captivating the audience, both, I guess, us as the watcher, but also the people within the Coliseum. Just the perfect, I thought, casting. Is really good at delivering lines. I know you've always been
delivering lines.
Look, it sounds like it's
but like
simple.
if you read it, you actually taking what's on the page to the screen is a very different thing. To read, but to build the emotion.
I love a bit of senseless violence too. So anytime there's someone getting cut up, I'm like, this is good. This is good content. Don't mind this. Yeah. Look, I loved the film overall. I'll definitely be purchasing this one and rewatching it again. I had an absolute.
Did you feel like it missed any emotional?
It probably
weight
needed. Yeah, I think it needed that like speech. It really needed that moment.
I felt like it really needed like a heavy emotional moment between like a couple of the characters. It felt like there was potentially a moment in I won't say anything spoiling wise, but potentially there was a moment where it felt like there was.
Yeah.
And then there was a few more, and then it just felt like because of the height of the situation and there was action involved, it didn't really allow you to sink your weight in. It was probably, it's not really a pacing issue. I think it's more just potentially the It actually might be a pacing issue. It might be that there was some of these things on the back floor, on the cutting room floor that there might have been, because I'm sure there would have to be, just with the way the film built it up and at times.
The main difference for me between, I guess, the original and this sequel here, without getting into the spoiler territory too, is that the first film captivated you emotionally within the first 15 minutes. So you already had that for the film. Anything could happen after that, and you're like, dude, I'm already gripped by these past events. Like, you get to watch him direct an army and then go towards retirement and then come back to his family that's been massacred, and then he's been friggin' now thrown out to the wolves, and he's going to the Gladiator ring. You're like, dude, this guy's gone through the works.
Yeah, it just felt like with this film they tried to do that with the start, and then it kind of just moved on a little bit too quick.
Too quick, yeah.
And then there was a little bit of like an exposition dump in a way to try and add a little bit more. I just felt like if with a tighter script, like this could be an all-timer, just enjoyable for not like fantastic. Because like everything in the craft section side of things
phenomenal.
Is at the top of the game.
Agreed.
All the performances, like Joseph Quinn, even like the Emperor brothers were really good. Like, everyone here is good. Everyone performing everything on screen. I just felt like there wasn't something that was like tugging at my heartstrings, which like emotionally invested with me. I was just watching. It felt like, rather than me being like, shit, yeah, I want this to happen, I want to win, I want this. It just felt like, that looks cool. Like, that's sick. It wasn't like, I want this. And that was probably the biggest, not downer, but like, I wanted to feel that. And I wanted,
It didn't let down the first film, and we're both emphasizing that.
In saying that, like, I genuinely had a ball.
And I'll probably be recommending it too.
Oh, I would recommend it to 90% of people I see, because most people will just go watch it for sharks in a coliseum, and that's what most people want to watch it for. That was just me, because I would have thought it would have emphasized just everything that happened if there was a little bit more emotional weight to, obviously specifically Paul Mescal's character, and that's no downside to his performance. I thought he was great. I just felt like the editing or the writing, I don't know what potentially it was, whether it's on the cutting room floor, but overall I would still heavily recommend the film, because you are getting brawling action sequences, you're getting these phenomenal set pieces, you're getting great choreography, great great fighting sequences as well, and just, Rome was pretty much brought to life. Like, it looked phenomenal.
I didn't even touch on that. That stuff looked good. I love a good set piece.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, like, a lot of it was built and then obviously added in, visual layering and effects. But overall, man, Ridley Scott's done it again, to be honest. Like, being an 86-year-old making a film of this scale at $300 million.
At 87 or whatever you said he was.
Baffling stuff. But no, go see it. I fully recommend it. It comes out this Thursday, 14th of November. I'm sure you probably won't need our recommendation. I'm sure you're seeing it anyway. I'm sure it'll be a huge hit. But if you do like our review, give it a comment. Let us know what you think of the film. Give the video a like. Subscribe for more of our reviews, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks, guys.